Hello, my nickname is R, and we are back again in TerraFirmaGreg, where last time we were gonna try and make a copper anvil, but I never got around to it because we didn't have any way to make flex stone. So uh, I'm gonna find that and then make the copper anvil at some point. But I also wanted to work on the charcoal forge. I never really got around to it. Like, said I was gonna get to it like 2 episodes ago. I never did. So, now's the perfect time to start. Right, forge. State-of-the-art crafting station used to heat materials to high temperatures. The time it takes to heat things in the forge is considerably faster than the pit kiln. It's much easier to control too. Make the forge and require at least 7 charcoal and 5 rock-like blocks, such as raw rock or cobblestone. Forge does not use logs, instead it uses charcoal, coal, or coke. Check the field guide for walkthroughs on how to make a charcoal pit and a charcoal forge. Alright. Field guide! How do I make, it's a fire. Gorilla or plants? I don't think that's it. Advanced mechanics. Charcoal pit, here we go. The charcoal pit is a way of obtaining charcoal. Charcoal pits are made with log piles. To place a log pile, right click and left shift while holding a log. More logs can be inserted by either pressing right button directly while holding a log or by pressing right button with something else to open the interface. Log piles need a solid block under them to be placed. They are highly flammable. Okay. So this is how you'd make it. The charcoal pit is formed by surrounding the log piles with solid, non-flammable blocks. The amount of charcoal produced is proportional to the amount of logs contained inside the log piles. To start the burning process, light one of the log piles and then cover it. If it worked, you should see smoke particles rise up from the structure. The building of one possible charcoal pit in layers. So the charcoal pit burns out, stop smoking, you will be left with charcoal piles. Okay. So, I just need to deforest that entire area to make some charcoal, I guess. Alright then. I will be back after I deforest that area. So, just give me a minute. Alright, I am back. I have deforested just a small amount of wood. But hopefully this is more than enough to make a charcoal pit work. And so, let's go ahead and make that. It's like this. Okay, just takes 4 logs. So it's 16, so full stack. Just make it symmetrical. So it's as good as it's gonna get. Just cover this up. solid non-flammable blocks. So the burning furnace, light 1 block miles, and then cover it. If it worked, you should see smoke particles. Alright. Oh, fire starter. Light logs. There you go. Alright. Nice start. You got a charcoal pit going. Okay. The next thing we should do. I'm gonna look for flux. I'm gonna look for flux stones. Limestone, dolomite, chalk, marble, and trevenite. I'm probably not gonna find any of these anywhere. So I'm just gonna look for the rocks. I'll be back with you when I eventually find where those are. And then I will come back here. And we'll collect our charcoal and all that good stuff. Bye-bye. Alright, I think I finally found it. It way longer than I thought it would. Well, we found a flexstone type rock. Not a whole lot of it. Got some chalk. Wait. Have some extra logs. Make some supports. Can't see anything now. We're gonna collect some of this, and then we will be back at base, breaking this all down. So I'll see you then. Alright, I'm back from the excursion, and it seems like the charcoal pit still isn't done. Surprise. Guess it takes longer than expected. Alright then. I'll just grind down the chunk and wait until the pit is done, and then I'll get back to you when it is. I really thought it wasn't going to be that long. But apparently this is much longer than I thought. Alright, I'll see ya in a little bit. Alright, about a stack and a half later, the flexstone, the charcoal pit seems to finally be done. Break. Right. It's a nice sound. Then we got some charcoal. The shovel broke again. Can't make stuff out of that. There we go. I screwed it up. Right. Shovel. Shovel. Thank you. Alright, let's collect all this charcoal and then learn how to make a charcoal forge, I guess. Which says it's also in the field guide. It goes right next to it. Oh. It shouldn't take too long. Gosh. Got a stack of charcoal. Right. Here it is. Charcoal forge. Charcoal forge is a device used to heat and melt iron forges Oh, and melt items. Forges are necessary to make a crucible work. They're typically used to heat items to prepare them for smithing on an anvil. It's constructed with 5 stone blocks surrounding a charcoal pile of 7 or 8 layers, which is then lit. A complete forge multi-block ready to be lit. That's what it will look like. Forge needs a chimney in order to work. The block directly above the forge must be air or a crucible. In addition, either the block directly above or one of 8 nearby blocks must be able to see the sky. The blue stained glass in the visualization to the right. Bellows can be placed on one of the blocks. Can be placed on one block up and adjacent to the forge in order to increase the maximum temperature it can reach. Forge's interface. The 5 slots at the bottom of the forge are used for fuel, while the forge is running. It periodically consumes fuel, which can be charcoal or coal. Top 5 slots will heat items up to the temperature shown in the indicator. On the left, right side slots are for containers that contain liquid metal, like vessels and molds. Items that melt in the forge will fill these containers. Right. So, that shouldn't be too hard, maybe. I don't have all that many rocks. Actually, don't have any rocks. Alright. I'll get back to you when I get some, cobblestone or rocks or something. Just give me a minute. It'll be quick. Alright. I got the box. I'll put it. I'll fill this in. There we go. That. I'll use this raw andesite. This. Then just throw it in, right? Just right click. 6, 7. And then you line it up. Alright. Line it up. There we go. Charcoal forge. The forge is complete. Fabric doesn't exist, by the way. Okay, so we need, to make the copper anvil, we need 7 copper double ingots. So, let's see. Line up your forge and give it at least 2 copper ingots. Keep an eye on their tooltip as they heat up. Once they get hot, it'll show can work, but we need to wait until they can get to can will, which is just before their melting point. Once they reach it, quickly pull them out of the forge, while holding some wooden tongs in your offhand, and into the rock's anvil interface, along with a little bit of flux. Lastly, right-click the anvil while sneaking to weld the 2 ingots together while they're still hot. You can use water or snow to cool down your new double ingot faster. Well, we kinda need more copper, though. This has some. Okay. I think I need, more copper, like ingot molds. I think I need more of these. There is some clay around here. Let's get. I'm gonna collect some, and then we're gonna use our new charcoal forge to cook them all. Let's see how fast it is. So I'm gonna be back with you when I get all the clay and make them into clay molds, ingot molds, and then, put them into the charcoal forge, and we'll see how fast it is. Alright, I'm back after an excessive amount of clay collecting, and now, I'm gonna heat this up, and put these in there, see how fast this heats up. And then I should also make a new jug. Look at that! You can see them on top of the charcoal form. Right. It's warming up. Can this not heat this up enough to cook? You gotta be kidding me. The biggest waste of time I've ever done. Okay. Uh. Um. Scared. Okay, you know what? We'll do this some other day. Okay, well, it heated up pretty quickly. It's way faster than a pit kiln, but it was not hot enough. So I'm gonna have to get this all situated. We're gonna have to pour it into these 2 ingot molds that we already have. Oh boy, that is annoying. But oh well. Well, I'll see you when all this stuff heats up. I'll get back to you. Alright, it's finally ready to be poured out. So let's start pouring. I'm gonna need a lot of this stuff later on. So, hang on. Get there. I noticed this earlier. Oh, the ingot mold broke. Shoot. Install it again. Man. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we can work on getting this double ingots, maybe. This. Put the flux in there. You need a hammer. Right? Can weld. It's just whatever point. It smells like orange, red, or orange. 4-star orange. Okay. Oh. I screwed it up. Hang on. There you go. I made it. Made one. Into the water. Right. We got our first copper double ingot. Now it's time to make 50 million more of them. And go work on something else. We'll fire up these ingots. I do want to make that anvil. I want to make it. I will be back after pouring out everything and then smelting the ingot molds. Alright. It's all done cooking up. Ready to be. Ow! 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 I forgot this was done like 2 seconds ago. The others weren't. They were done like a little while ago. The water. Ow. Owie. I'm realizing now how little amount of health I actually have. If I remember correctly, it said every 100 health is 1 heart. If 3.5 hearts of health in total. It took forever, but it's finally done. I made a little bit of copper to commemorate this. So I'll cook a little bit of that, and then it should run into there. I think. Hopefully. And then we only need 2 more to make a copper anvil. Oh yeah, I did make this black bronze hammer from some leftover black bronze that I had, which was this thing. Put it in there. Anyway, I made a healthy salad. I didn't know you could do that. Apparently you can just left shift and just throw vegetables into a bowl. It becomes a healthy salad. I didn't know that. I was trying to get water with it, and I figured that out. Anyway, let's cook this up. And go. I'm really hoping that when that goes in, you'll be able to pour it out, or it'll be like at least orange, so it'll be easier to cook and keep it at that heat, hopefully. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, it's done. Let's start pouring. I'll make this quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. No. Pull it out. Okay. Almost empty. The copper is almost solid though. Okay. Now, got a few of that. Right. Last one. Yeah. There we go. Right. This is now just an empty base. Alright. Now it's time to start welding. I will be back when all this stuff heats up. We can start welding all of it together. Yeah, it'll be... And we can start making our double ingots. And then we'll make our copper anvil. So, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, these are the last 2. I just need to weld these 2. Things are heating up too much. Give me that. Yeah. Boom. Alright. These were the last 2. Now we can finally make our copper anvil. Should have enough copper. I believe. Right. let's say I have 6. I clearly have 7. No. Three copper double ingots plus 4 copper double ingots is 7 copper double ingots. So I don't know what that's all about. Okay, you know what? Oh, there we go. Finally completed. Alright. Copper anvil. Yeah, it's 7. Alright. What? Take those out. Alright. Copper anvil time. Tier 1 anvil. Copper. Look at that. Alright. We have completed the objective for today. That's getting a tier 1 copper anvil. Congratulations, you've officially finished the Stone Age and entered the Metallurgy Age. With your copper anvil, the next step is to climb up the anvil tiers. Each time you unlock a new tier, new tools and possibilities will be available to you. Make your life progressively easier. Now go and become a master smith. Alright. We'll do that next time. Thank you for watching. If you have any feedback for me, please let me know. And, thank you. Bye-bye!